Hello, ArkthePieKing here, and we are back with another episode of Let's Play Demon's Crest. Now, what we're going to go ahead and do is we are actually going to go back to the Bone Forest, because now we have the ability to get a couple of new items here, and they're going to be super helpful. Now, the first thing I want to show off, I'm going to go ahead and come clean real quick, I have an extra urn. The reason being is because apparently I had missed one in the opening stage. I didn't really feel like it was worth subjecting you all to that stage a third time. I'd like to just put it behind us if possible. But we're going to go ahead and move on, and we're going to take advantage of our new Air Crest. The Air Crest can do some neat things, as I showed earlier. It can fly, and it can cut those vines, which means that we can go get that urn from earlier. Secondly, the Air Crest actually does 2 points of damage per shot, so it is twice as strong as our regular shot. I can only have one on the screen at a time, and apparently Firebrand will just stick his face through the vines if I'm too close. But I really like this form a lot. This is probably going to be our go-to form for quite a while. There we go. And we are just going to cheap this one out. There's not much sense in, you know, even playing with the platforms. That's one really curious design choice about the game, is they make it so easy to just skip everything, and it's a blessing and a curse. I like it because I don't really want to replay the same challenges over and over, but I digress. The first thing that you should notice is that there is actually no fire here, same as the glitch from before. And up here, we now have another life extension, and you know how I feel about them life extensions, dog. So we're just going to fly to the end here. And, oh, right, can't bust those guys up. Need the buster to bust those guys up. There we go. And hit the end of the stage. That was easy enough. And now that we have done that, we're going to go ahead and go back to the towers. And we're gonna go back to the towers. There we go. We'll go ahead and use the Air Crest here, why not? Makes it just a little bit easier to navigate this. Having that extra upward mobility instead of having to rely on them. Wow, that was stupid. The controls are a little bit awkward because, you know, the jump button is what makes you fall, which is really counterintuitive, to be honest. But, I mean, it is user error when I do stupid things like that. It's just, I feel like it's an easy mistake to make. Like there, I was pressing A to fly, but I wasn't actually hovering, so I just kind of walked off awkwardly. And we're all familiar with this part. I like that pattern. We're not going to go down the tornado this time. Instead, we're going to go ahead and switch back to the Air Crest because we like the damage. And we're going to hop over Mega Man style. You know, the whole firing during the screen transition thing. Classic Capcom. And this intro takes about 10 years to sit through. There we go. He's a little bit difficult. He's not the hardest boss in the game, but he likes to use the edge of the screen to not get hit, since your bullets won't stay past it, but he's already changing color. Like, doing double damage is so handy. Look at that, boss is already over. Like, I had to hit him, what, maybe 5 or 6 times? I didn't even count. And we've got some of that sweet Demon's Crest slowdown, and the next piece of the Fire Crest. It's called Claw. With it, we can use it to climb up walls. Okay, and if you'll look on the minimap, we actually have a couple of new areas to go to now. We're not going to go to number 6. We are, however, going to go to number 5. Now, the claw, according to the description, lets us climb up walls. Now, that's probably a little confusing, considering we can already do that. I'm going to keep what it actually does as a surprise for now. I will go ahead and let you see the bullets, though. The bullets do harm enemies, unlike the Tornado Crest. They do the same amount of damage as the Buster Shot, and you can't have 2 of them out, so you know, it's a weapon. It's not really special until its niche comes up. And that area is not too bad. It's a lot of mermen and such. Obviously, you don't want to swim in the water. Swimming does damage Firebrand. I don't think that's something that I've mentioned before. I love being able to kill these guys in one shot when I actually hit them. And once again, just not doing the controls good right. I'll go ahead and, I could fly straight up, but I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to actually show off what the Claw Crest does. Creates these nice little things that Firebrand can stick on. They don't last very long though, and I'm pretty sure it's always better to use the Air Crest instead, because yeah. But look, we got another life extension. It's kind of curious how they just kind of throw that one at us. That's not something the game typically does. Real quick, you can fall through that, and that is a very mean trick on the game's part. As you'll see, I do have the Crown Talisman equipped, so that I get all that sweet money drops. Come to think of it, I probably should have filled up my other urns with ginsengs. Oh well. Oh no! And we've got this guy. Let's just run away from him, because I don't want no part of that. It's scary. And now we can stand here and wait. Just to show off real quick the difference between the jumping shot and the ground shot for the ground crest. That's right. And this boss is simultaneously entirely too easy and unbelievably difficult at the same time. It just kind of comes down to luck. This is honestly the best pattern right here. Is you just sit right here and you do this. As long as you're on the right side, his, you're gonna be cheap, aren't you? Yep. See, if I didn't have the... Yeah, this... I may just have to, go ahead and chalk this one up as a loss and try again with a fresh life bar. I do not like this boss. I do not like this boss even a little bit. I could use my ginseng to go back up to full health, but... yeah, he's pretty cheap. He does a ton of damage. Well, let's go through this area again. I really wish it didn't put us back all the way to the beginning. I don't really feel like it adds a lot to the game doing that, but what do I know? Yeah, he's the reason that I wish I had full ginsengs. Also, really gotta stop trying to use jump to fly. That is a bad strategy. It doesn't work. Ah, they replaced it with a full heal. I actually did not realize that. Fly back up this. It's kind of curious how you can get the Air Crest before the Claw Crest, because there's just never a reason to use it. Oh. And I did not realize that it changed up the intro like that. That's very strange. And I totally miss. Ho hum. This guy's really boring to fight. This is probably like the worst boss designed in the game, because you can't hit him at will. You kind of have to wait for the weak point to come up, and he spends so much dead time just doing nothing. It's really quite irritating, to be honest. I don't feel threatened. I don't feel like I'm in danger. I definitely don't feel any tension during this boss. He's got a cool visual design, you know, very, very horrific. Yeah, it's definitely some sort of abomination, but just look at this. This isn't skill. This isn't fun. I'm just kind of chilling and mashing on the fire button. Oh no, he hit me. You know, the earth attack cannot hit you as long as you're hugging a wall. The little ground gremlin slime sand things aren't going to hit you. Sand? More like mud. But this is just a really, really ill-conceived concept. It did not get fleshed out very well. And it takes so long. Like, you can get him a couple of times during each cycle, but then he starts walking back and forth, and it's just awful. Not to mention the luck factor. You kind of just have to... I don't know. Like, he does telegraph his attacks pretty significantly, but... That's another thing, is the air crest doesn't damage him. The air crest will just dissipate before it actually, like, deals any damage. So you have to hit him with your crappy half-damage attacks. Well, not half damage, I guess the air crest is more like double damage, but you know what I mean. The standard attacks, and he has so many hit points that it's just awful. I honestly really wanted to get through a lot more content than this today, but this boss takes so much time. I probably should have been keeping track of my time. Oh well. And here we get the Crest of Water turned into the Tidal Gargoyle, and we could swim beneath the oceans. This opens up a lot of areas for us. There's going to be a ton of exploration and treasure hunting in the next video, which I'm really excited about. But I'm going to go ahead and call this one. I think it's a little short, but there's too much to get into to really try to cram it into this one. So we'll go ahead and cut it here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice night.